The tamper-proof packaging prevents contamination and preserves the investment-grade condition of the bar. Before a gold bar reaches perfection, its journey begins here. Rough, untouched ore arriving from deep beneath the earth.
At this stage, gold is hidden inside rock, barely visible, waiting for a process designed to unlock its true purity. The first step, breaking down enormous stone into manageable fragments for precise extraction. These machines apply thousands of pounds of pressure, reducing raw ore into smaller pieces without losing a single speck of gold.
From crushing, the ore enters rotating mills, transforming rock into fine powder, critical for chemical separation.
The finer the powder becomes, the easier it is for scientists to isolate even microscopic traces of gold. Here, water is added to create a slurry, a mixture ready for advanced purification.
This is where chemistry meets engineering. Flotation uses air bubbles and special compounds to lift gold particles away from worthless material.
The froth you see carries concentrated gold, collected with precision to ensure no contamination enters the next stage.
Highly trained operators oversee each reaction, making constant adjustments to guarantee maximum gold recovery.
What emerges is gold-rich concentrate, far more valuable than the ore that entered this room.
Because of its high value, every gram is tracked, sealed, and logged the moment it leaves flotation.
From here, the journey continues into one of the highest security zones, where heat and fire transform concentrate into metal. Access is limited. Every step, every movement is monitored to protect the integrity of the process.
The concentrate is now prepped for extreme heat, where impurities will burn away, revealing the metal locked inside.
Inside this chamber, temperatures soar past 1,000 degrees Celsius, marking the beginning of gold's transfer.
Every fragment now contains microscopic traces of gold, waiting to be separated with precision. Sieving begins, ensuring only uniform grains proceed into the purification line. Water is introduced to form a slurry, an essential step for gravity separation.
Gravity becomes an ally. Gold, heavier than everything else, naturally migrates to the collection channels. These golden streaks are the earliest visible form of future 99.99% bars.
Next comes flotation. Chemical bubbles selectively attach to gold, lifting it out of the slurry. This froth captures precious metal while leaving unwanted minerals behind.
Technicians gather the concentrate with careful precision. Every gram matters.
The froth concentrate travels deeper into the plant for moisture removal and refinement. Filtration compresses the concentrate, removing excess water until only dense mineral cakes remain.
These cakes contain gold in one of its most impure states, still far from the 99.99% purity gold.
Every batch is tracked, ensuring full traceability from mine to final bullion bar. Before the real alchemy begins, the concentrate is staged and inspected once more. Even now, under magnification, gold reveals itself. Rare, dense, unmistakable. With crushing and flotation complete, the concentrate advances to the heart of the factory, where fire will separate true gold from everything else.
Here, electricity becomes the sculptor, pulling pure gold atoms away from every impurity.
Each ion travels with purpose, assembling into a bar of unmatched purity.
Molecule by molecule, the gold reforms into a flawless lattice. Precision automation ensures no contamination touches this precious metal.
Every grain is inspected, because even dust impacts purity certification.
This facility filters the solution continuously, guaranteeing a closed-loop refining cycle.
Real-time spectroscopy verifies each stage, ensuring every batch meets global bullion standards. Even the byproducts undergo transformation, turning hazardous chemistry into safe material.
This is gold reborn, raw, untouched, and pure beyond human sight.
From this moment, every molecule is tracked with total transparency.
Zero moisture, zero compromise. The refining process tolerates nothing less. Escorted like royalty, this gold now moves to its next transformation.
What once clung to the metal is stripped away entirely. Purity through precision.
Technology renders the invisible visible, showing the birth of 24-karat perfection. Electricity must be exact, because purity at this level is mathematics, not chance.
When the current stops, what remains is pure gold, ready for melting, molding, and transformation. Now begins the scientific heart of purification, electro-refining, where impurities are stripped atom by atom. Each anode dissolves under controlled electrical current, releasing gold ions into the charged bath. Precise voltage is critical. Too high, and impurities carry over. Too low, and the gold refuses to separate.
Suspended ions migrate toward the cathode plates, forming ultra-pure gold crystals layer by layer.
This crystalline deposit is 99.99% pure, the industry standard for investment-grade bullion.
Every flake is collected with care. Their purity makes them incredibly valuable, even before melting.
Moisture is carefully removed to prevent contamination during the next fusion stage.
Now begins the final melt, transforming delicate crystals into uniform molten gold.
At over 1,000 degrees, gold becomes liquid perfection, nearly free of all impurities.
Stirring homogenizes the melt, ensuring every ounce shares the same purity and density.
Random testing confirms purity levels meet 99.99% before casting proceeds.
Only after approval does the melt flow into molds to become future bullion bars. Even minor ripples indicate imperfections. Temperature must remain stable as the gold cools.
Now, the purified gold is heated to over 1,064 degrees, achieving a perfect molten state ready for...
Every pour must be steady and exact. Any turbulence could trap air and compromise final purity.
As the metal cools, it begins forming the first shape of its life, raw ingots that will soon become certified.
The cooling rate is tightly regulated to ensure internal grain structure remains consistent across all batches. Even at this stage, the metal is extremely hot, requiring precise handling to prevent surface deformation. Freshly formed ingots still radiate intense heat, their raw surfaces hinting at the purity achieved through hours of refining.
Each piece undergoes visual inspection to confirm shape uniformity before advancing to mechanical refining. These powerful rollers apply thousands of pounds of force, stretching the gold into uniform slabs.
Every fraction of a millimeter matters. The gold must remain structurally flawless for mint-grade bars. Advanced laser cutters guarantee perfect geometry, preventing imperfections that could affect authenticity tests.
The freshly cut edges are smooth, but still require micro-polishing to achieve the brilliance expected from 24-karat bars.
Automation reduces human error and maintains the consistency demanded by international gold standards. This is the moment raw earth becomes wealth. the transformation into an internationally recognized symbol of value.
As temperatures drop, each bar stabilizes into its permanent form, locking in purity and structural integrity.
Cooling must follow an exact curve. Too fast or too slow, and the crystalline structure becomes unstable, risking imperfections.
Visual inspection reveals surface anomalies invisible under normal lighting, catching the smallest deviations in texture or color.
Each bar must match exact dimensional tolerances, down to fractions of a millimeter, to qualify for certification in global bullion markets.
Even a dust particle can compromise the final polish, so every bar is meticulously cleaned before advanced spectrographic analysis. Spectrographic testing verifies elemental composition, confirming the bar truly meets the 99.99% purity requirement.
Laser mapping reveals internal consistency, exposing hidden impurities that might affect long-term stability or market trust.
Every bar receives a unique identity, batch code, refinery mark, purity stamp, its lifelong passport in the global trade system.
The refinery seal certifies authenticity, representing decades of trust, upheld through uncompromising standards.
Modern bullion includes microscopic security features, preventing even the world's most advanced counterfeit attempts. Before release, all bars undergo a final collective review, confirming quality and consistency across the entire batch. Only after passing every test does the gold earn a place in secured vaults, ready to enter markets, investments, or national reserves. Every bar enters intensive optical screening to detect microscopic impurities invisible to the naked eye.
Advanced photonic scanners analyze texture, depth, and purity to validate that each bar meets the 99.99% gold threshold.
Only after dual-factor verification can a bar progress to serialization.
This permanent laser code becomes the bar's passport for its entire lifespan.
Accuracy is everything. One incorrect code could invalidate a shipment worth millions.
Each bar is digitally linked to a tamper-proof blockchain entry, documenting its journey from ore to purity.
Only after passing all checkpoints is the bar cleared for long-term archiving or global distribution.
Each cast begins the transformation from raw liquid metal into a future certified 99.99% gold bar.
Controlled cooling ensures structural integrity and eliminates internal imperfections. Modern factories eliminate human error, maintaining absolute purity in the process.
Each ID is permanent, trackable, and required for international certification.
This inscription is the guarantee investors rely on worldwide.
The certificate of purity strictly follows federal regulations, ensuring the authenticity and legal traceability of this bar. Our storage protocols mirror those used by national banks and federal reserves. Only a handful of employees have clearance to enter.
Every transfer, even within the same facility, is double-checked and time-stamped.
Multi-million-dollar loads must follow strict chain of custody rules.
Our security systems combine mechanical, biometric, and AI surveillance for maximum protection.
This is the final masterpiece. 99.99% pure gold, created